Known for their physical style, tactical organization, and big game mentality, they entered the Super Six as one of the favorites to retain the title. Their experience in continental football could prove decisive. A prominent and consistent team as far as the playoff is concerned, the Prosperity Girls have won the title twice in the last 6 seasons, 2022 and 2025. Apart from 2021, when the team finished in 5th position, they have earned top 3 placement at the last 4 Super 6 playoffs as they search for their 7th title and quest to become the first team to retain the title since 2021. The host and one of the most decorated clubs in NWFL history, Rivers Angels, bring pedigree and championship experience into the Super 6. The PORT-HARCOURT side combined attacking firepower with defensive solidity during the regular season. Their ability to handle pressure situations makes them perennial contenders whenever silverware is at stake. Another regular playoffs team, they became the first Nigerian team to play continental football after winning the 2021 title featuring in the WAFL B and CAF Women's Champions League. Apart from 2025 4th position, Rivers Angels always finish in the top 3 at the end of playoffs since 2021. Tosan Blankson's side hope to win their 8th title, equaling Pelican Stars' feat. Robo Queens emerged as one of the revelations of the campaign after finishing strongly in Group B. The Lagos-based side impressed with their youthful energy, technical quality, and excellent home form. With several exciting young talents influencing games, Robo Queens have shown that they can compete with the traditional heavyweights. The Lagos Landladies is making a return to the Super 6 for the first time since 2023. Their best finish in the last 5 Super 6 tournaments was a 3rd place spot in 2021. Emmanuel Osaho's side will dream of winning their maiden league title here. Nasarawa Amazons once again demonstrated why they are among Nigeria's elite women's club. Last season's runners-up relied on resilience and experience to secure qualification. Their balanced squad, winning mentality, and ability to recover from difficult situations makes them dangerous opponents for any team in the Super 6. Apart from 4th place finish in 2023, the Solid Babes have been a competitive force at the Super 6 with 2nd place finishes in 2022 and 2025 respectively, narrowly missing out on the title last year. Triumph in PORT-HARCOURT equals the Northern side's 3rd league title. ABIA Angels are enjoying a historic breakthrough campaign after qualifying for their first ever Super 6. The Umuahia-based side built their success on consistency, teamwork, and disciplined performances across the season. As debutants at this stage, they could become the tournament's surprise package. They aim to win their maiden league title in their first ever playoffs appearance. Edo Queens, the former league champions, returned to the Super 6 with strong ambitions of reclaiming the title. Edo Queens possess a blend of experienced stars and emerging talents capable of troubling any opposition. Their organized defensive structure and swift attacking transitions remain key strengths heading into the championship playoffs. The Benin City-based side won their maiden league title in 2024. They are the best finish in the tournament, representing the country well on the continental stage. They had a top place finish last year after a peaceful performance in 2021, 2022, and 2023. The Super Six promises intense competition as tradition, ambition, and emerging powerhouses collide in the race for 2025 and 2026.
Okay, but you're sure it will connect, everything will be okay by the time it starts, right?
The stage is set for the PORT-HARCOURT 2026 NWFL Premiership Super 6 as 6 of Nigeria's finest women's football clubs battle for the league crown and a CAF Women's Champions League ticket. The defending champions remain one of the strongest forces in Nigerian women's football. Bayelsa Queens topped Group A with consistency, discipline, and attacking efficiency throughout the regular season. Known for their physical style, tactical organization, and big game mentality, They entered the Super Six as one of the favorites to retain the title. Their experience in continental football could prove decisive. A prominent and consistent team as far as the playoff is concerned, the Prosperity Girls have won the title twice in the last 6 seasons, 2022 and 2025. Apart from 2021, when the team finished in fifth position, they have earned top three placement at the last four Super Six playoffs as they search for their seventh title and quest to become the first team to retain the title since 2021. The host and one of the most decorated clubs in NWFL history, Rivers Angels, bring pedigree and championship experience into the Super Six. The Port-HARCOURT side combined attacking firepower with defensive solidity during the regular season. Their ability to handle pressure situations makes them perennial contenders whenever silverware is at stake. Another regular playoffs team, they became the first Nigerian team to play continental football after winning the 2021 title featuring in the WAFL B and CAF Women's Champions League. Apart from 2025 fourth position, Rivers Angels always finish in the top three at the end of playoffs since 2021. Tulsa Blankson's side hope to win their eighth title, equaling Pelican Stars' feat. Robo Queens emerged as one of the revelations of the campaign after finishing strongly in Group B. The Lagos-based side impressed with their youthful energy, technical quality, and excellent home form. With several exciting young talents influencing games, Robo Queens have shown that they can compete with the traditional heavyweights. The Lagos Landladies is making a return to the Super Six for the first time since 2023. Their best finish in the last five Super Six tournaments was a third place spot in 2021. Emmanuel Osaho's side will dream of winning their maiden league title here. Nasarawa Amazons once again demonstrated why they are among Nigeria's elite women's club. Last season's runners-up relied on resilience and experience to secure qualification. Their balanced squad, winning mentality, and ability to recover from difficult situations makes them dangerous opponents for any team in the Super Six. Apart from fourth place finish in 2023, the Solid Babes have been a competitive force at the Super Six with second place finishes in 2022 and 2025 respectively, narrowly missing out on the title last year. Triumph in Port-HARCOURT equals the Northern side's third league title. ABIA Angels are enjoying a historic breakthrough campaign after qualifying for their first ever Super Six. The Umuahia-based side builds their success on consistency, teamwork, and disciplined performances across the season. As debutants at this stage, they could become the tournament's surprise package. They aim to win their maiden league title in their first ever playoffs appearance. Edo Queens, the former league champions, returned to the Super Six with strong ambitions of reclaiming the title. Edo Queens possess a blend of experienced stars and emerging talents capable of troubling any opposition. Their organized defensive structure and swift attacking transitions remain key strengths heading into the championship playoffs. The Benin City-based side won their maiden league title in 2024, their best finish in the tournament, representing the country well on the continental stage. They had a third place finish last year after abysmal performance in 2021, 2022, and 2023. The Super Six promises intense competition as tradition, ambition, and emerging powerhouses collide in the race for the 2025 and 2026 NWFL Premiership crown. The stage is set for the Port-HARCOURT 2026 NWFL Premiership Super Six as six of Nigeria's finest women's football clubs battle for the league crown and a CAF Women's Champions League ticket. The defending champions remain one of the strongest forces in Nigerian women's football. Bayelsa Queens topped Group A with consistency, discipline, and attacking efficiency throughout the regular season. Known for their physical style, tactical organization, and big game mentality, they entered the Super Six as one of the favorites to retain the title. Their experience in continental football could prove decisive. A prominent and consistent team as far as the playoff is concerned, the Prosperity Girls have won the title twice in the last 6 seasons, 2022 and 2025. Apart from 2021, when the team finished in fifth position, they have earned top three placement at the last four Super Six playoffs as they search for their seventh title and quest to become the first team to retain the title since 2021. The host and one of the most decorated clubs in NWFL history, Rivers Angels, bring pedigree and championship experience into the Super Six. The Port-HARCOURT side combined attacking firepower with defensive solidity during the regular season. Their ability to handle pressure situations makes them perennial contenders whenever silverware is at stake. Another regular playoffs team, they became the first Nigerian team to play continental football after winning the 2021 title featuring in the WAFL B and CAF Women's Champions League. Apart from 2025 fourth position, Rivers Angels always finish in the top three at the end of playoffs since 2021. Tulsa Blankson's side hope to win their eighth title, equaling Pelican Stars' feat. Robo Queens emerged as one of the revelations of the campaign after finishing strongly in Group B. The Lagos-based side impressed with their youthful energy, technical quality, and excellent home form. With several exciting young talents influencing games, Robo Queens have shown that they can compete with the traditional heavyweights. The Lagos Landladies is making a return to the Super Six for the first time since 2023. Their best finish in the last five Super Six tournaments was a third place spot in 2021. Emmanuel Osaho's side will dream of winning their maiden league title here. Nasarawa Amazons once again demonstrated why they are among Nigeria's elite women's club. Last season's runners-up relied on resilience and experience to secure qualification. Their balanced squad, winning mentality, and ability to recover from difficult situations makes them dangerous opponents for any team in the Super Six. Apart from fourth place finish in 2023, the Solid Babes have been a competitive force at the Super Six with second place finishes in 2022 and 2025 respectively, narrowly missing out on the title last year. Triumph in Port-HARCOURT equals the Northern side's third league title. ABIA Angels are enjoying a historic breakthrough campaign after qualifying for their first ever Super Six. The Umuahia-based side builds their success on consistency, teamwork, and disciplined performances across the season. As debutants at this stage, they could become the tournament's surprise package. They aim to win their maiden league title in their first ever playoffs appearance. Edo Queens, the former league champions, returned to the Super Six with strong ambitions of reclaiming the title. Edo Queens possess a blend of experienced stars and emerging talents capable of troubling any opposition. Their organized defensive structure and swift attacking transitions remain key strengths heading into the championship playoffs. The Benin City-based side won their maiden league title in 2024, their best finish in the tournament, representing the country well on the continental stage. They had a third place finish last year after abysmal performance in 2021, 2022, and 2023. The Super Six promises intense competition as tradition, ambition, and emerging powerhouses collide in the race for the 2025 and 2026 NWFL Premiership crown. The stage is set for the Port-HARCOURT 2026 NWFL Premiership Super Six as six of Nigeria's finest women's football clubs battle for the league crown and a CAF Women's Champions League ticket. The defending champions remain one of the strongest forces in Nigerian women's football. Bayelsa Queens topped Group A with consistency, discipline, and attacking efficiency throughout the regular season. Known for their physical style, tactical organization, and big game mentality, they entered the Super Six as one of the favorites to retain the title. Their experience in continental football could prove decisive. A prominent and consistent team as far as the playoff is concerned, the Prosperity Girls have won the title twice in the last 6 seasons, 2022 and 2025. Apart from 2021, when the team finished in fifth position, they have earned top three placement at the last four Super Six playoffs as they search for their seventh title and quest to become the first team to retain the title since 2021. The host and one of the most decorated clubs in NWFL history, Rivers Angels, bring pedigree and championship experience into the Super Six. The Port-HARCOUrt side combined attacking firepower with defensive solidity during the regular season. Their ability to handle pressure situations makes them perennial contenders whenever silverware is at stake. Another regular playoffs team, they became the first Nigerian team to play continental football after winning the 2021 title featuring in the WAFL B and CAF Women's Champions League. Apart from 2025 fourth position, Rivers Angels always finish in the top three at the end of playoffs since 2021. Tosan Blankson's side hope to win their eighth title, equaling Pelican Stars' feat. Rubber Queens emerged as one of the revelations of the campaign after finishing strongly in Group B. The Lagos-based side impressed with their youthful energy, technical quality, and excellent home form. With several exciting young talents influencing games, Rubber Queens have shown that they can compete with the traditional heavyweights. The Lagos Landladies is making a return to the Super Six for the first time since 2023. Their best finish in the last five Super Six tournaments was a third place spot in 2021. Emmanuel Osaho's side will dream of winning their maiden league title here. Nasarawa Amazons once again demonstrated why they are among Nigeria's elite women's club. Last season's runners-up relied on resilience and experience to secure qualification. Their balanced squad, winning mentality, and ability to recover from difficult situations makes them dangerous opponents for any team in the Super Six. Apart from fourth place finish in 2023, the Solid Babes have been a competitive force at the Super Six with second place finishes in 2022 and 2025 respectively, narrowly missing out on the title last year. Triumph in Port-HARCOUrt equals the Northern side's third league title. ABIA Angels are enjoying a historic breakthrough campaign after qualifying for their first ever Super Six. The Umuahia-based side built their success on consistency, teamwork, and disciplined performances across the season. As debutants at this stage, they could become the tournament's surprise package. They aim to win their maiden league title in their first ever playoffs appearance. Edo Queens, the former league champions, returned to the Super Six with strong ambitions of reclaiming the title. Edo Queens possess a blend of experienced stars and emerging talents capable of troubling any opposition. Their organized defensive structure and swift attacking transitions remain key strengths heading into the championship playoffs. The Benin City-based side won their maiden league title in 2024, their best finish in the tournament, representing the country well on the continental stage. They had a third place finish last year after abysmal performance in 2021, 2022, and 2023. The Super Six promises intense competition as tradition, ambition, and emerging powerhouses collide in the race for the 2025 and 2026 NWFL Premiership crown. The stage is set for the PORT-HARCOURT 2026 NWFL Premiership Super Six as six of Nigeria's finest women's football clubs battle for the league crown and a CAF Women's Champions League ticket. The defending champions remain one of the strongest forces in Nigerian women's football. Bayelsa Queens topped Group A with consistency, discipline, and attacking efficiency throughout the regular season. Known for their physical style, tactical organization, and big game mentality, they entered the Super Six as one of the favorites to retain the title. Their experience in continental
Well, good morning and welcome to the ABIA Market Stadium right here in Port-HARCOUrt, where the NWFL Super 6 continues for match day 2 with another fascinating encounter. I'm Doki Skoki, and alongside me is my co-commentator, Nengi Ernest Ademola, as we bring you live coverage of Rivers Angels versus ABIA Angels. Well, one team is chasing history, the other chasing a dream. Rivers Angels, 7-time champions of Nigeria, know that every victory brings them closer to an Ace League title, a number that would see them equal the legendary Pelican Stars. Well, standing in their way are Super 6 debutants ABIA Angels, a team enjoying a historic season and looking to prove that they belong among the elites. The hosts today, of course, are dressed in blue shorts, blue shirts, and blue socks. And now, well, Nengi, it's going to be another beautiful day for us to see beautiful match days for women's football here in Port-HARCOUrt.
Absolutely. Like you already stated, Dockers, it's match day 2 of the Nigerian Women Football League Super 6. On Saturday, we saw interesting and entertaining games from Edo Queens to Nasarawa Amazons down to Bayelsa Queens, the defending champions, going against ABIA Angels, who are playing their second game today. And also Rivers Angels and FC Robo Queens. Interesting and entertaining clashes that we saw. And of course, in this particular game, match day 2 today, ABIA Angels and the Rivers Angels. ABIA Angels are coming into this encounter after battling a 1-1 draw against the Bayelsa Queens. Of course, with the likes of Miriam Abdurrashid stepping off the bench to rescue a point for them, which I think is an amazing start for ABIA Angels in the NWFL Super 6, like you already mentioned. They are debutants, and like I said the other day also, they have a dream. And ABIA Angels are here to, kickstart that dream. They've already done it, started properly, and we're looking forward to this game. It is going to be quite interesting.
Did match day 1 make us eager to see what to expect also the other matches?
I think match day 1 showed us that this season of the NWFL Super 6 is going to be very competitive. I mean, it is the best teams from Group A and Group B of the regular season. I recall, Dorcas, that during the start of the season, we could predict who was going to go through to the Super 6 in Group A. That's Rivers Angels, Edo Queens, and Bayelsa Queens. But in Group B, it was unpredictable. We had to wait even up until the last day before we knew who was relegated and who was coming in to the NWFL Super 6 this season. And the best, FC Robo Queens, Nasarawa Amazons, followed by ABIA Angels, are here. So match day 1 showed us how competitive and how hot it will get in the Super 6.
Well, only time will tell. Right now in the city of Port-HARCOUrt, it is cloudy. It did shower earlier today, but I guess the football gods have stepped in to relieve us of some rain as the teams are about to make their way to the turf for match day 2. It will be the first encounter. Rivers are our hosts, and they will be taking on debutants ABIA Angels, who are looking to dream, who are looking to win something for themselves as debutants. But can they get past the Rivers Angels today? Because like I said, one team is chasing history, the other is chasing a dream. And Rivers Angels, they are 7-time champions of Nigeria. And they know that victory, of course, today will bring them closer to an Ace League title that will level them with the legendary Pelican Stars, who back in the days dominated the NWFL. Well, of course, for the Rivers Angel side, they're lined up, and now for the team news for Rivers. They made no changes from the team that won 3-2 over FC Robo on match day 1, with head coach Dosan Blankson sticking with a 4-3-3 formation of Shukura Bakari, Sandra John, Ifoma Ikenokwalo, Joy Michael, Ifoma Paulinus, Odorewu Edward, Patience Otubo, Zainab Oduga, Abasiofiongo Uwa, who is scoring goals for fun this day and time. She will combine with Ramotalahi Karim and Grace Saliu in attack. For ABIA Angels, Coach Emeka Obi, he will go for he goes with made 2 changes from the team that drew against defending champions Bayelsa Queens, with Favour Ihiaguwaram and Miriam Abdul Rashid coming in for Blessing Okon and Gift Chuku. Well, Fatima Oloko remains in goal. And in defense, Captain Chinaza Enuma, Miracle Sunny, Precious Abase, and Onyedika Ekezie. All right, the defenders for the day. And in the midfield, we have Ugberu Lucky, Chidera Okenwa, Hannah Yusuf. While leading the attack will be Winner David. Well, before kickoff, let's introduce today's match officials. The referee is, of course, Semiat Mustafa from Oyo State. She will be assisted by Tosin Sule, who is from Osun State, and Stephanie Tessier from Benue State. While reserve referee is Omotoye Tosin from Osun State as well. Well, the players are out, Nengi. The players are out. And ABIA Rangers know what is at stake today.
Absolutely. They
did one against the big team yesterday in defending champions, penalty 1-0 draw against Bayelsa. So can they do it again against the host side today?
Of course, it's a big team they're playing again. It's been back-to-back big teams, because when you look at the pedigree of Rivers Angels, of course, you want to talk about the fact that they are another team that worked magic during the NWFL Super 6. I mean, they became the first Nigerian team to play continental football after winning the 2021 title, and they featured, of course, in the WAFUB and the CAF Women's Champions League. So when you look at the pedigree, I mean, it's a really big team. And of course, right now, they'll have to take their anthem more like a ritual we've seen teams do when they're at their home, trying to cheer on also the supporters who has come from far and wide to, you know, support them. And of course, back to the game, we're talking about ABIA Angels now, and we talked about how they performed in the regular season, how they were very difficult to score, how teams found it difficult to break their back line, and we saw that also come to play in Bayelsa Queens. In fact, I think Bayelsa Queens were lucky to have gotten that goal, and also ABIA Angels trying as much as possible, but they got a penalty, the first penalty of this NWFL Super 6, and it was Miriam Abdurrashid who slotted it home. And looking at their lineup today, I think it is still going to be a battle once again, because Usani Miracle held it really down against Bayelsa Queens the other day.
Well, the players are in position. The crowd is finding its voice. History is calling for Rivers Angels, and a dream is driving the ABIA Angels. And we are moments away from kickoff here in PORT-HARCOURT. Football has always loved a good story. The established giants against the ambitious newcomers. The team chasing history against the team creating one. 90 minutes from now, one side could take a giant step forward. Well, we are ready here in the commentary booth. PORT-HARCOURT is ready. And of course, the referee checks her watch while waiting for her to. And that we go, away we'll go. As a Semiat Mustafa will blow the whistle, and it's Rivers Angels who would kick us off. Rivers Angels have the ball in the midfield, but it's going to be properly defended off by the ABIA defense. Rivers will reclaim possession, rescinded it back. Sandra John now has it for Rivers Angels. Finds Otobo. Patience will go to Grace Salim, who pushes the ball forward. Still has the ball. Sends it to Amotalahi Karim, but was kicked out by the defender. Rivers reclaim possession through Captain Ipoma Polinus. The ball keeps going, rescinded at this time to Favour Ihiaguwaram. Put the ball straight into the box, and of course it's going to go, but the center referee has found an infringement as 2 Rivers players collided in Joy Michael and of course in Ifo Michael Nokwalo. Do you think the referee should have done that? Because, I mean, the players collided themselves, and it was the fact that Winner David was on a run to get the ball and probably get a goal for herself today.
Of course, when you talk about this, it's according to the referee's discretion. And you know how we've talked about the fact that the referees from match day 1 were very wonderful, making major calls but this time around, let's just wait and see if she would continue in this light, or of course she will do better. But talking about the collision, it was between two Rivers Angels players, and of course had nothing to do with ABIA Angels. But then again, the whistle has already gone, plays back on. So we'll wait and see how she would be able to perform. Talking about Semiat Mustafa for the rest of the game.
I'm talking about Winner David. She is the highest goal scorer for the ABIA Angels team. She did end the regular season with 5 goals. She got a hat-trick as well. One of the 3 players to get hat-trick this season in the regular season.
Exactly.
Alongside the likes of Abasia Uwa and her teammate in Rivers, Ramotalahi Karim. But here Rivers will go fling ball inside, and Fatima Oluko will come out to head the ball, but it is still Rivers now with the ball. Zainab Oduga strikes the ball, but it is way above the net, and you can see how frustrated she looked after that shot came from Zainab Oduga.
Exactly. I mean, I talked about firepower earlier on today, and that is what Rivers Angels started with in this NWFL Super 6, and they're showing it once again. That on the attacking front, they do not want to relax on their oars, because they know that they're facing ABIA Angels, a side that is not that easy to break. So I think those shots will be handy at some point, but they also need to use it strategically to in order not to waste chances today against an ABIA Angels side that could also be dangerous, because we've seen that the reading that they've started with, we've seen that Winner David is up front, very active and ready to get any ball.
Rivers now has the ball possession. Ifema Paulinus, captain for 3. Rivers still has it from the flanks. Zainab Oduga sends the ball to the midfield. The midfield will try to find Grace Aliyu. Grace Aliyu claims the ball, but has a marker on her. It is a shot from Rivers, number 7 in Ramotalahi Karim, but it was a weak one and went straight into the safe arms of Fatima Oloko, who was, of course, played that trade last season for the same team, Rivers Angels.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I think she has done quite well for herself in ABIA Angels. Also, I think she keeps getting better every day. She keeps growing every day, and I think if you check the clean sheet list for during the regular season, you would also find her name there, keeping as much clean sheets as possible for her team during the regular season.
We haven't seen much from their ABIA Angels team, but you cannot fault them because they're playing against one of the biggest teams in Nigerian Women's Football League. Amotalahi will win a Rivers the first corner kick of the day here. Karim is a force to be reckoned with when it comes to the attack for the team. She also did play for the under-20s, the Falconets. But the first corner here goes to Rivers Angels as Sandra John steps up her duty. She flings the ball in, not the best, goes straight into the arms of Fatima, who would parry, but will gather it again. She has a lot of work cut out for her today against the likes of Grace Aliyu, Ramotalahi, and Abasi Ofiongowa, which we haven't seen much today, from at least in the first couple of minutes.
But you know, from the last game, of course, we saw that attacking prowess, we saw attacking quality through familiar names like Abasi Ofiongowa, who was very good during the regular season also. So I think she just needs time to get into this game, to set into this game. Just like in the very first game against FC Roebuck, when she struggled a lot, but we saw the hunger, and she finally found the back of the net for Rivers Angels. So I think she needs to settle in this game.
Well, ABIA gets their first corner taken in, but they have been dispossessed and taken care of by the Rivers defense. That simply meant it's a goal kick for the 7-time champions of Nigeria. The goalkeeper in Shukrat Bakari has the ball, sends it out to Joy Michael. Grace Aliyu has been brought down. The referee spotted that infringement. Samiat Mustafa. She would have to ensure that she controls this game a whole lot. Tempers could flare, but I'm sure she is capable of that. Controlling tempers, showing that she is the arbiter of the day. Free kick for Rivers Angels, taken by Ifeoma Ikenokwalo, trying to find her teammate Ramotalahi. Ramotalahi tries to get the ball, but of course it was Ugberu Lucky, who gathered the ball straight to her keeper. Fatima Oluku would restart again. Gets to her teammates in Mariam Abdul Rashid. Now Winner David dispossessed. Ifeoma Ikenokwalu ensured that Winner doesn't get the ball. Shukura Bakari. Ifeoma Ikenokwalu has been brought down. She's been brought down by Mariam, who was a substitute in the match against Bayelsa, but she starts today.
Exactly, and of course she was able to make the difference for ABIA Angels on that particular day by scoring the penalty kick, slotting it home, and hopefully she does the same thing for ABIA Angels today. But of course I'm looking at the likes of Chidera Okenwa, Yusuf Hannah and Winner David to also cooperate in the front line for ABIA Angels and do what they're supposed to do. We've seen Winner David already start the hunger and searching for a goal, but so far so good. She has not been able to get that clear-cut chance, but let's wait and see.
It is still in possession of ABIA Angels, who are trying to find Winner David, but the assistant referee in Tosin Sule found Winner David offside, and Rivers will kick that things up with a free kick. Well, for ABIA Angels, they will aim to secure their first victory of the playoffs after a resilient 1-0 draw against defending champions Bayelsa Queens on match day 1. That was on Saturday. In contrast, Rivers Angels arrive in confident mode after edging one of the highest scoring sides in the league in the regular season in Robo Queens in a high scoring game as well, 3-2, and also quite entertaining. Also for Rivers Angels, they are chasing back-to-back wins in the Super 6 this season. Rivers Angels opened this year's playoff with a 3-2 victory over FC Robo Queens. They have not started the Super 6 campaign with consecutive wins since the 2015-2016 season, when they beat Nasarawa Amazons and Sunshine Queens 1-0 each. So they are searching for a back-to-back win for the first time since 2015-2016.
Absolutely, I agree with you, because I could, still remember the last Super 6 that was in the last season that was held in Ikene. Of course, they started their day 1 with a loss to 1-0 loss to Bayelsa Queens, and they drew on day 2 1-1 against Edo Queens, and the goal that they got in that, of course, was an own goal from Uroko Valentina.
Here goes Rivers. Karim gets the ball in, but then it will be collected by Fatima Oluku. Or you can go ahead with your wonderful stats. I remember that game. I remember the Super 6 because I was the commentator for that game, particularly against Bayelsa Queens. And then I knew how heated that rivalry has always been between Bayelsa and Rivers. But then again, we saw it at the Super 6 that last year at Ikene.
Yeah, exactly. And, I was talking about their day 2 game where, the only goal they could score to get that 1-1 draw against Edo Queens last season in the Super 6 was even an own goal from Uroko Valentina in the defensive line from Edo Queens. But let's see how this pans out. They've already started very well, like a house on fire, according to Tosin Blanc, saying they have, the firepower to be able to win this because they're searching for it. And like we've already established that none of the host cities have been able to win it. So let's see if Rivers would make the difference.
Can they make the difference? That is the biggest question to be asked this season, the 2025-2026 Nigeria Women's Football League Premiership season. They are also bidding to equal Pelican Stars' record of 8 titles won, the most decorated side in Nigerian women's football in the country. Pelican Stars currently are nowhere to be found in the mix these days. They were defunct one time.
Exactly. I think they're back in the championship.
Yeah, they're back now, and I really want to see them again.
I think it will be interesting to see them, come up back in the Premiership once again. Let's see the stuff that they will be made of. But I do know that coming back, they are on that rebuild process.
Absolutely.
So maybe we might not be able to expect so much from them, but it would just be interesting and wonderful to see them back because of the kind of pedigree they held, during their glory days.
Well, ABIA Angels have shown fighting spirits, but the game is paused for now because a player has been attended to. But Semiat Mustafa will be kicking things off with a drop ball for ABIA Angels to get us off and running. Rugberu Lucky gets the ball. She finds her teammate in defense in Onyede Kachikezie. Onyede Kachikezie relinquished the ball, but it is a throw-in now for ABIA Angels as a Favor Ihiaguram steps up to want to take it. She throws the ball in, trying to find her teammate, but it is Grace Aliu who has brought down one of the ABIA Angels players. And in their own box, and that is Mariam Abdul Rashid.
Yeah.
You could hear her scream from here.
Exactly, I did hear that, but assuming we have a replay, we would have, wanting to check that again to see what Grace Aliu did there, but of course it's going to be a free kick for ABIA Angels.
Well, yes, it is a Favor Ihiaguram who is gearing to take the free kick. She does place the ball into the box, find her teammate, but oh my days! That first touch disappointed, but then the assistant referee found an infringement in the box and will call that offside. I think that was Chidera Okenwa, whose first touch disappointed her a whole lot, but Rivers will resume play. Captain Ifoma Paulinus will send the ball into Ramotalahi Karim. Comes in contact with her teammate, but Rivers will reclaim the ball through, of course, Zainab Oduga. Zainab will find Grace Aliu from the right hand of flank. Grace Aliu gets past one, gets past two, sends the ball into the middle of the pack, will find Oduga. Oduga will send the ball out to Abasi Ofiong Uwa. Uwa still with the ball, trying to find Zainab once again. But now it is going to be Mariam Abdul Rashid who will collect the ball, and it's prancing into the half of Rivers. She's just in the right place. Ahoa Guaram finds winner David, but the ball would be launched straight to the safe hands of Shikurat Bakare, and also another offside has been detected by the assistant referee.
I think they did this a lot by also Queens, also talking about ABIA Angels in their last game, trying to set that offside trap. And we see Rivers Angels trying to do the same thing.
Here they come, Useni from the right-hand side of attack, trying to find that winner David in the box. But it was going to be sent out by Joy Michael. What a run and what a chance that would have been if Useni, Miracle Useni, who has also played for the national team, won the WAFCON with them.
Exactly.
In Morocco, and was given a national award by the president as well.
Yeah. And of course, she played for Edo Queens also at some point in the same position. And coming into ABIA Angels, she scored 1 goal during the regular season. And she has been phenomenal, I must tell you for sure.
Into the box. Winner David gets the header. Yet again, she has been flagged offside, but that header wasn't directed towards goal and didn't trouble Shukurat Bakari at all. Another offside, but you can see promise now in that attack for ABIA Angels.
Exactly. I even want to talk about the Sunny Miracle running from the defense down, straight down. That was a wonderful push, trying to get a goal, but the ball bounced off at the end of the day. Promising attack, I tell you for sure, between this side, ABIA Angels and of course Rivers Angels also.
Well, the game is in the 16th minute. It's like we've already played 30 already. Because it's been very engaging and entertaining.
It is. I mean, I think I want to say that I expected this much from this particular encounter to be interesting and also engaging.
It will be Precious Abasi who did win the ball earlier for ABIA Angels, and this time Onyede Kachik Ekezie will find her teammate in Hugberu Lucky. Yet again, another offside for Winner David. Winner David needs to find a strategy to get past the defense of Sandra John if Mike cannot follow. It is still in the hands of Rivers now. It is Ramotalahi Karim And the ball has been sent out for a throw-in at this point for Rivers, who are trying to press. Sandra John takes it, tries to find, she sends the cross into the box. It is Zainab Oduga. Her shot was intercepted by the defense of ABIA. That's Miracle Hussaini, and straight into the arms of Fatima Oloko would restart things. Rivers will reclaim. Sent out by the defense. Inchinaza Enoma, the captain of the day. Toma Ikanakwalo alongside Joy Michael trying to clear the ball from their own half. Who will relinquish it to Mariam Abdul-Rashid. Sends the ball through to her teammate in Precious Obasi, who has been dispossessed now. Patient Otubo dispossessed for Chinaza. Chinaza trying to find winner David. David slugging it out, and it's not properly cleared yet. But Shukra Bakari comes to the safety of Rivers Angels. That would have been a disastrous start if winner David had gone through for goal.
Exactly. I mean, looking at this game, interestingly, this is the first time they're meeting in this season, and it adds.
Well, here we go again. Fatima coming out to actually kick that out. It would have been a really good chance for Grace Saliu to have a score yet again after she did score a goal against FC Queens. She did open scoring for Rivers against FC Queens in their 3-2 win.
Exactly. She didn't want to take any chances there. I mean, she had to run out to defend that properly.
Well, here we go again. Mariam Abdul-Rashid. It is now Zainab Oduga. Joy Michael will come together with winner David, and is out again for a throw-in in favor of Rivers. Sandra John stepping up to take that one. Yet again, Dusan Blankson seems to be cautioned right now by the fourth official, as always. But looks like Fatima has a niggle that they need to be worried about.
Oh yeah, talking about Fatima Oloko, in the very last game against Bayelsa Queens, there was a particular time that she actually wanted to save the ball that was advancing towards her, and I think she had hit her head or something on the pole of the post. Exactly, a body part rather, and it took time to be able to get her up, and hopefully this is not as serious as we might want to put it, but I think she would be really okay and fine to be able to continue. And then coming back to the very dramatic Dusan Blankson, coach of Rivers Angels. The last time he collected a yellow card, they cautioned him.
He's always animated on the touchline. But I like it. I mean, I do like it.
It's his personality, and we do enjoy it because there's a lot of drama that comes with it, and we also always have to talk about it. He did speak about it in the post-match conference in the very last game. He was talking about the reason why he was so agitated and angry and disgusted before the referee gave him a yellow card. It was due to one of the offsides that she blew, and Dusan Blankson didn't find that funny.
Well, Fatima is up, and it is going to be Edward Oderewu who would kick us off. ABIA Angels reclaim the ball now and are on the run. It is, of course, Miriam who was trying to find winner David. The referee has spotted another infringement of foul this time. You have to be careful. Semiat Mustafa hasn't shown a yellow card yet. I think the referees have been so concerned with him.
Lenient also, yeah. Exactly. And so far, we've seen just a few yellow cards. I think just 2 or 3, if I'm not mistaken, right now. And Semiat is yet to show any of that. Like we said, she's been lenient. And I think ABIA Angels will need to get things running up in the middle of the pack, because we've seen some disconnection there. They should be able to tighten things there.
Well, historically, Rivers Angels hold the upper hand in this fixture with 2 wins in previous meetings, although their most recent league encounter ended goalless. That was on the 2021/2022 season, but Grace Saliu flings the ball into the area, trying to find Abasio Fiongua, who will be cleared out by Miracle Hussaini. And a free kick has been won. by ABIA Angels now. Roberto Lucky still has the ball. Finds her teammates. This time she goes for Chinazaya Enuma. Enuma will go straight on to give the ball to Favor Ihia Goram. The ball is out for a throw-in through Mariam Abdul Rashid.
Should Tosan Blankson become one of the assistant refs? Because I think that's the kind of job he's trying to do on those touchlines.
A victory here for Rivers Angels would strengthen their early title charge, while ABIA Angels will be really desperate to announce themselves at the Super Six. But here we go. It is, of course, a good attacking instinct from Miraculous Senisi. He has the ball, gets the ball in and tries to find Miriam Abdul Rashid. But oh my days, she has it now. Throws the ball into the box. Cleared out by Rivers. Threat not averted yet. The ball still in and around through Obasi Precious. Precious Obasi sends the ball in. Winner David now heads the ball into the box, and that will be the opener. Winner David gets her 6th goal of the season and her first in the Super 6. She will lead proceedings here against the host of Rivers. What a way to work it out. What a way to get your first goal of the Super 6. They are edging closer for a win here. Our only time will tell. But oh my days, Rivers are stunned in front of the home fans.
Oh, they really need to be stunned because look at that run again from Miracle Iseni. I did tell you about this girl, how powerful she can be from the from the right flank. She did the same run few minutes ago and the ball bounced off. She was not able to complete it, but this time around, look at that run. She went past the defender and then bounced it back. It was almost going to be a miss out for them. It was going to be a nearly for them, but winner David managed to get that ball before it went out. Came back in and she found the equalizer. A good way. A hat-trick during the regular season. A lot of goals. I think 5 or 6 goals.
6 goals now.
6 goals now. 5 goals rather during the regular season, and this is her 6th. What a way to go. I think she has, she deserves this goal, I tell you for sure, because she has been hungry for it.
Well, I'm sure Rivers Angels would not want to disappoint their fans who were here to watch. But I mean, that doesn't matter for ABIA Angels, who were trying to get another one. Sandra John will head the ball straight into the hands of Chidera Okenwa strikes. Wow, we are starting to see something new today. We are seeing these two sides going head to head.
You know, Dorcas, I had told you about the fact that Chidera Okenwa, Yusuf Han, and Winner David needs a lot of communication up front to showcase their attacking ability, and we're seeing that they're beginning to get that right.
Well, it's looking like it's starting to show. Well, here we go. Abasi Opiongowa sends the ball into the box trying to find Grace Aliu, but it will be cleared out by Ihia Goram. Favor. Ihia Goram is studying defensively for the team. But then to be a throw-in for the host team. Pauline Sivoma takes it, drops the ball into the box. Grace Saliu wanted to head that, but wouldn't connect to the ball. And Fatima Oluku will come out to claim the ball to safety. It's a daunting task now for Rivers to put themselves back in the game after going down to his 26th minute goal from Winner David. But here they go. Grace Saliu drops the ball into the box. Ramotalai finds Zainab. Zainab strikes, but it wasn't strong enough to get past Fatima Oluku, who would gather the ball with confidence that she's trying to make a statement here. You had me, you let me go, and I'll show you that I am the real deal.
Absolutely. Fatima Oluku has been phenomenal so far in this game. I did talk about her performance also in the first one against Bayelsa Queens, who are the defending champion. She's been phenomenal, to be honest with you. I mean, if there are any more words to, use to qualify her, we'll definitely put that in, because she has been very active. She's listening, she's watching the game keenly and making sure that the defensive line also is not put under too much pressure.
Here we go again. Miracle Zeni making that treading run through the right flanks. And Cross was trying to find Winner David, the goal scorer. The ball will be reclaimed now by Chidera Okenwa. But Rivers will dispossess her. Grace Aliu making a run for the ball, trying to dispossess Hugbero Lucky. She gets it. Grace Aliu gets it off Hugbero Lucky, but oh, what a weak strike that was. That was really, really disappointing from Grace Aliu. She had a chance there. She had a really good chance there, but will let it go, as her shot wasn't good enough to trouble Fatima Oluko. I wonder what will be going through the mind of Tosan Blankson right now.
And you know that Tosan Blankson is, aside from the fact that he's been dramatic on the touchline, is also the kind of coach that is very confident in his players. Talking about Tosan Blankson, he registered this confidence in match day 1, and he has done quite well. Now, looking at the fact that we came into this game, and it seemed like there was going to be a layer of unpredictability between both sides, we're seeing that ABIA Angels are giving Rivers Angels a run for their money. I've told you before that in this tournament, it is going to be very competitive from what we saw in match day 1. It doesn't matter if you're perennial champions. It doesn't matter if you were the first team to be on the continental stage from 2021. And look at what is going on, just as interesting as we're talking about it.
Well, Rivers trying to create something to get themselves back into the game, and they win themselves a throw-in. Sandra John finds Grace Aliu. Grace Aliu has the ball, gives it back to Sandra John. Sandra finds Grace again. Grace Aliu. Across into the box, defended up by the defense of ABIA. Rivers to reclaim. Zainab Ramotolai couldn't communicate properly. Ramotolai, yet again, another disappointing strike again.
Look at the defensive structure of ABIA Angels. Dorcas, they are locked in. They are locked in. They are willing to take this one goal into the first half. I mean, to be leading into the first half. And look at the weak strikes that have been given so far by Rivers Angels. I did tell you for sure that I think shots will help them in this game. That was in the early part of the game when they just started the game. I did tell you that their shots was going to help them. But so far, so good. It has been weak. I think they need, like you will always put it, strategic shot from many of the corners, because they have had that opportunity in the box against ABIA Angels.
Edward Oderewu giving us a little flick here and there. That is, of course, Patience Otobo connecting with her teammate in Oderewu. Sandra John. Sandra John trying to find a teammate, but wouldn't connect. Oderewu now has the ball. Ifeoma Paulinus. Dispossessed. Cleared out by Ifeoma Ikenokwalo. A strike. But Fatima is always ready, never caught on fresh.
Always composure and steez in between the sticks for ABIA Angels. And I love that about her.
Well, Ifeoma Ikenokwalo trying to clear lines. Oderewu. Sandra John. Still Sandra John. Grace Aliu now. Gets past Amaka. Sandra John brought down in the box. The referee will say it's a free kick. I mean, that was inside the box. If you're giving it all, you would think the preventive foul, so she's going back to where it started from?
Where it started from, exactly. And that's what I wanted to point out there, where it actually started from. A free kick. And look at the set piece that Rivers Angels have been able to get them for themselves so far. But yet, none of them have been able to be converted. Hopefully, this one might be another potential taken by the captain of the side for Rivers Angels. Let's see how this goes, because the defensive line of ABIA Angels, they are not joking about this job today.
She is the dead ball specialist, Ifeoma Paulinus, the captain of the side.
Let's see what she does with that.
So she hasn't been precise in this tournament so far.
Yeah.
So let's see if today will be a different case altogether to get themselves level with ABIA, who's strong first. Ifeoma Paulinus takes a shot one in, trying to find her teammate in Zainab Oduga.
She didn't turn fully before trying to make that effort.
Effort in futility, they would say.
Exactly.
can see the composure of ABIA Angels. They are playing without fear. It doesn't matter who they are playing against. It doesn't matter how many times you've won it already. They are here to create and make history for themselves. And that looks like they are about to do what maybe is still a long way to go till 90. Joy Michael for Rivers finds Grace Saliu. Saliu to John. John trying to find Ramotolahi Karim, but will be cleared out by Ihia Guram. Joy Michael. It is Zainab Buduga, who has been brought down by the captain of ABIA Angels, Chinaza Enuma. Free kick now for Rivers Angels. It's the battle of the Angels.
Oh yes,
the best Angels.
Of course, I think for now the best has to go to ABIA Angels because they're the one leading currently.
The referee is saying, calm down, I am the arbiter here. Free kick to be taken by Ifoma Ikena Kwalo. Ifoma strikes the ball in. But will send that straight into the arms of ABIA Angels. Miraculously now sends the ball out for a throw in favor of the Rivers side. Well, the game plan needs to change for Rivers. Something needs to change. No changes were made, by the way, in the game against FC Robo Queens. So the team that executed that game, the same team executing this as well. But Fatima has been called again to action. She did clear out the ball for a throw-in. Rivers to take quickly. Grace Saliu has Ohea Goramota, who has dispossessed of the ball again. Another throw-in. Sandra John. Sandra John trying to throw the ball in, finds Grace Saliu. Sandra John flings the ball into the area, finds Zainab Buduga. A shot from Zainab will be parried by Fatima Oluku. Well, Abasiopyanguwa is in the round there. Amotolahi has been dispossessed now. Paulino Tifoma sends the cross into the box, cleared out by Ihia Guram. Ihia Guram's cross will be dealt with by Joy Michael. Sandra John now. Back to Otobo Patience. But Otobo Patience's cross too long for Ramotolahi Karim. And straight into the arms of Fatima Oluku, who was waiting patiently to collect the ball. Rivers are starting to look in action at this point. Here we go again. Miraculously, or rather, it is Oedikachi Ekezie. But now Rivers are on the attack. Abasio Fyongowa trying to get past the marker in Chinaza Enuma. Yet again, another poor pass from the Rivers midfielder in Patience Otubo. But a throw now for the Riverside.
You know, Dorcas, on the day of the draw, it was said that, according to rumors, it was said that their coach, that's the coach of...
Well, here Rivers goes. Still Rivers now with the ball. But an infringement has been spotted, and the center referee will, of course, call that as a foul outside the box, just at the edge of the penalty area.
Of course, and this time around, it's another advantage to Rivers Angels. But I was trying to say that, according to the rumors we had, the coach Mario Shalomi, who took them to the Super Sixers for ABIA Angels, was sacked. But they later refuted that rumor and said that he stepped aside. But I tell you for sure that I was thinking that was going to affect their performance. But look at their performances so far for ABIA Angels. They're keeping it strong. And according to the assistant coach, Judith Benson, she has said that everything you're seeing ABIA Angels display here was instilled in them by Mario Shalomi. And that's what we're seeing right here. A strong side. Another advantage of Dorcas. A set piece again. They've gotten much more set piece in this game, talking about Rivers Angels. But so far, they have not been able to convert any.
Well, this is closer now with the specialists. in Ifoma Paulinus, captain for Rivers Angels. Referee blows a whistle. Ifoma takes the, or rather Zainab takes a strike in, but it was wayward. I would rather Paulinus step up to take that one. It would have been maybe precise to go, but then they're trying something new since it hasn't been working.
Exactly, like you said that Tosan Blankton has to, create that change, and I think he tried that with this particular free kick to see if Paulinus is not getting into the game, if her head is not in the game yet in terms of set piece, as she is a specialist. Let's try someone else, but that didn't go well. So, the rhythm of the game, so far so good. It's just the fact that Rivers Angels have not been clinical enough to find the back of the nets.
But that is the right word, clinical enough. Well, here we go again, Grace Aliu. She looks already too dirty. She's been so involved in the game. Zaina Boduga trying to get past the marker in Oyedekachi Ekezie. Paulinus, but Enuma would come in to get the ball, Rivers to reclaim possession. It is Zaina Boduga dispossessed. Another foul for Rivers. I think that will be our first yellow card of the game.
Exactly.
It is Semiat Mustafa who has finally dug deep into her pockets to bring the yellow card out. We did ask questions if it's actually available. And yes, it is available.
And of course, that yellow card is against Uberu Lucky of ABIA Angels. Well, look at it, Dockers. Another set piece again. A free kick again. I mean, one can only look at this and hope that Rivers Angels can be able to make good use of this, because they have been running around so much lately without being able to get themselves that useful strike that they need.
Well, it is Ifoma Paulinus who is still standing ahead of that ball. What would the strategy be now? What we should do differently to put Rivers level with ABIA Angels? Semiat Mustafa blows a whistle. Paulinus Ifoma delivers the cross into the box, hit the woodwork, cleared out by Ihiagoram. But the ball is not out yet. Well, now it is. Throwing for Rivers Angels. Currently in the 42nd minute. Sandra John about to throw the ball, which she does. Find Abasio Fyongowa, who is dispossessed. Cleared out by the defense in Oyedikachi Ekezie. Will be reclaimed by Oderewu Edward. Zainab now to Ikenokwalo. Pasio dispossessed by Ihiagoram. Anna Yusuf gets the ball in. Winner David trying to prance onto the ball. She has two defenders to get past. Winner David still in the box of Rivers Angels. Goes back to Miracle Luzeni. Miracle will give the ball now to Precious Obasi in the midfield area. Back to Miracle Luzeni. Miracle Luzeni now still making the runs in, but a cross, if I thought that was a cross, was diverted by Ifoma Ikanokwalo, who is screaming and shouting for her teammates to be active. But the corner has been won by ABIA Angels.
Useni Miracle had to apologize right there, because Winner David was giving her a signal.
I didn't think that was a cross.
Yes.
Take a shot,
exactly.
Right?
She was about, but Winner David was like, you should have given it to me. But it's a corner.
Corner kick taken. Will be parried out for yet another corner for ABIA Angels. The corner delivered, cleared out by the Rivers defense in Oderewu Edward. Throwing in favor of ABIA Angels. We are already into the 40. Almost half time here in the city of Port-HARCOUrt, with the host team trailing 1-0. ABIA Angels did strike first through Winner. She is a winner and is looking to try to see if she could get them the winner here in Port-HARCOUrt. It is already 45 minutes as we wait for the fourth official to come up with added minutes. But Rivers have been lackluster.
Because this just confirms the fact that ABIA Angels, they are the hardest team to beat. Even if they are the debutants, they did it in the regular season, and look at them right now again. Very hard to score against.
I did talk about it yesterday, and I said they remind me of an Arsenal side. If they don't win you, you can win them. So it's difficult to score against them.
Exactly.
And
Arsenal was very good with defense.
Yeah, defensively they are. And the way they played Bielsa, they were physical against Bielsa.
Exactly.
Here, they're not that physical, but you could see that they are determined to get something out of this game.
But Bielsa didn't see this kind of performance coming for them when they had that 1-1 draw. I mean, when they scored the first goal, they thought that, they had arrived, unknowing to them that it was going to be a draw at the end of the day.
It is 2 minutes added by our court official in Tosin Omotoye. Well, 2 minutes Rivers have to respond before walking down the tunnel. Because I'm sure that Tosin Blankson is not exactly impressed with what he's seen from the first 45 minutes.
That's why there's less drama on the touchline.
Well, Emeka Obi is the standing for ABIA today. ABIA Angels in this tournament. We talked about their head coach not being here because of whatever issues going on at the club.
Internal issues. Of course, Judith Benson is cited on the touchline for ABIA Angels, the assistant coach of ABIA Angels, trying to dish out instructions there also to her girls.
But Grace Saliu was brought down. The referee was about to blow a whistle, but she would pause that for a bit. Winner David finds a teammate in Okenwa Chidera. Will be reclaimed by Basio Fyongowa. Who was still with the ball, getting past two. Dispossessed now. ABIA gets the ball back. Mariam Abdul Rashid trying to find Hannah Yusuf. Hannah makes the runs into the box, trying to find that teammate, Mariam Abdul Rashid, who drops the ball into the midfield. But an infringement has been spotted, and the referee has called that as a foul. It was Onyedikachi Ekezie has to wait for the fourth official to call time to the first 45 minutes. Free kick in favor of Rivers. Ikenokwalo takes it. Finds Abasio Fyongowa. Owa. Paulinus. Karim. Oduga. Oderewu Edwards. Who would miss that? And Miriam Abdul Rashid gets the ball in her own defense. Clears out. Sandra John heads it back into play. Grace Saliu has 4 markers to defend off. Dispossessed. And a free kick won.
Dorcas, it's not about a free kick being won for Rivers Angels right now. We've seen them misuse this opportunity up and down for several times. Paulinus is going to take this again. I am guessing so because she's with the ball. Will they be able to make use of this opportunity? Because they've had the better chances in terms of set piece, but no, they have not been able to find the back of the net. They have not been able to make use of it. Like you said, they have just 2 minutes to prove themselves.
Well, 2 minutes is almost elapsing.
It's almost elapsing, exactly.
The free kick about to be taken. It's between Zainab Oduga and Captain Paulinus Ifoma. Who takes it? Zainab, or rather Paulinus, but he wasn't deep in. And here we go again.
Sunny Miracle.
Sunny Miracle trying to send the cross in to find a teammate in Hannah Yusuf, but that will be all the time we'll have in the first 45 minutes, with the Rivers Angels trailing here at the Adokia Miesamaka Stadium to ABIA Angels. The goal scorer is Winner David. She did make a good run in, and that would be how these two sides will be separated here today. I'm sure Rivers didn't see that coming. They were cheering the ABIA Angels when they played Bayelsa yesterday, but they did not know their own story will be told today. But yes, it's the first 45 minutes as the two sides will go into the tunnel, especially for ABIA Angels. They will be proud with what they've done so far. But for Rivers, it's time to go back to the drawing board and see where they have not done well. And Tosin Blankson is the first to have gone into the tunnel. As it ends here in the first 45, ABIA Angels 1, Rivers 0.
is set for the PORT-HARCOURT 2026 NWFL PREMIERSHIP Super 6 as 6 of Nigeria's finest women's football clubs battle for the league crown and the CAF Champions League tickets. The defending champions remain one of the strongest forces in Nigerian women's football. Bayelsa Queens topped Group A with consistency, discipline and attacking efficiency throughout the regular season. Known for their physical style, tactical organization, and big mentality, they enter the Super Six as one of the favorites to retain the title. Their experience in continental football could prove decisive. A prominent and consistent team as far as the playoff is concerned, the Prosperity Girls have won the title twice in the last 6 seasons, 2022 and 2025. Apart from 2021, when the team finished in 5th position, they have earned top 3 placement at the last 4 Super 6 playoffs as they search for their 7th title and quest to become the first team to retain the title since 2021. The host and one of the most decorated clubs in NWFL history, Rivers Angels, bring pedigree and championship experience into the Super 6. The PORT-HARCOURT side combined attacking firepower with defensive solidity during the regular season. Their ability to handle pressure situations makes them perennial contenders whenever silverware is at stake. Another regular playoffs team, they became the first Nigerian team to play continental football after winning the 2021 title, featuring in the WAFU and CAF Women's Champions League. Apart from 2025 4th position, Rivers Angels always finish in the top 3 at the end of playoffs since 2021. Tulsa and Langston's side hope to win their 8th title before the Pelican Stars feat. Rubber Queens emerged as one of the revelations of the campaign after finishing strongly in Group B. The Lagos-based side impressed with their youthful energy, technical quality and excellent home form. With several exciting young talents influencing games, Rubber Queens have shown that they can compete with the traditional heavyweights. The Lagos Star Ladies is making a return to the Super 6 for the first time since 2023. Their best finish in the last 5 Super 6 tournaments was a 3rd place spot in 2021. Emmanuel Osamo's side will dream of winning their maiden title here. Nasarawa Amazons once again demonstrated why they are among Nigeria's elite women's clubs. Last season's runners-up relied on resilience and experience to secure qualification. Their balanced squad, winning mentality, and ability to recover from difficult situations makes them dangerous opponents for any team in the Super 6. Apart from 4th place finish in 2023, the Solid Babes have been a competitive force at the Super 6 with 2nd place finishes in 2022 and 2025 respectively, narrowly missing out on the title last year. Triumphing PORT-HARCOURT equals the Northern side's 4th league title. ABIA Angels are enjoying a historic breakthrough campaign after qualifying for their first ever Super 6. The Umuahia-based side builds their success on consistency, teamwork, and disciplined performances across the season. As debutants at this stage, they become the tournament surprise package. They aim to win their maiden league title in their first ever playoffs appearance. Queens, the former league champions, returned to the Super 6 with strong ambitions of reclaiming the title. Queens possess a blend of experienced stars and emerging talents capable of troubling any opposition. Their organized defensive structure and swift attacking transitions remain key strengths heading into the championship playoffs. The Benin City-based side won their maiden league title in 2024, their best finish in the tournament, representing the country well on the continental stage. They had a top place finish last year after a abysmal performance in 2021, 2022, and 2023. The Super 6 promises a dense competition as tradition, ambition, and emerging powerhouses collide in the race for the 2025 and 2026 NWFL Premiership crown. The stage is set for the PORT-HARCOURT 2026 NWFL Premiership Super 6 as 6 of Nigeria's finest women's football clubs battle for the league crown and a CAF Women's Champions League ticket. The defending champions remain one of the strongest forces in Nigerian women's football. Bayelsa Queens topped Group A with consistency, discipline, and attacking efficiency throughout the regular season. Known for their physical style, tactical organization, and big game mentality, they enter the Super 6 as one of the favorites to retain the title. Their experience in continental football could prove decisive. as the playoff is concerned, the Prosperity Girls have won the title twice in the last 6 seasons, 2022 and 2025. Apart from 2021, when the team finished in the 5th position, they have earned 4th placement at the last 4 Super 6 playoffs as they search for their 7th title and quest to become the first team to retain the title since 2021. The host and one of the most decorated clubs in NWFL history, Rivers Angels, bring pedigree and championship experience into the Super 6. The Port-HARCOURT side combined attacking firepower with defensive solidity during the regular season. Their ability to handle pressure situations makes them perennial contenders whenever silverware is at stake. Another regular playoffs team, they became the first Nigerian team to play continental football after winning the 2021 title, featuring in the WAFL B and CAF Women's Champions League. Apart from 2025 4th position, Rivers Angels always finish in the top 3 at the end of playoffs since 2021. Tulsa Blankson's side hope to win their 8th title, equaling Pelican Stars' feat. Robo Queens emerged as one of the revelations of the campaign after finishing strongly in Group B. The Lagos-based side impressed with their youthful energy, technical quality, and excellent home form. With several exciting young talents influencing games, Robo Queens have shown that they can compete with the traditional heavyweights. The Lagos Star Ladies is making a return to the Super 6 for the first time since 2023. Their best finish in the last 5 Super 6 tournaments was a 3rd place spot in 2021. Emmanuel Osaho's side would dream of winning their maiden league title here. Nasarawa Amazons once again demonstrated why they are among Nigeria's elite women's club. Last season's runners-up relied on resilience and experience to secure qualification. Their balanced squad, winning mentality, and ability to recover from difficult situations makes them dangerous opponents for any team in the Super 6. Apart from 4th place finish in 2023, the Solid Games have been a competitive force at the Super 6 with 2nd place finishes in 2022 and 2025 respectively, narrowly missing out on the title last year. Triumphing Port-HARCOURT equals the Northern side's 3rd league title. ABIA Angels are enjoying a historic breakthrough campaign after qualifying for their first ever Super 6. The Umuahia-based side built their success on consistency, teamwork, and disciplined performances across the season. As debutants at this stage, it could become the tournament surprise package. They aim to win their maiden league title in their first ever playoffs appearance. Edo Queens, the former league champions, returned to the Super 6 with strong ambitions of reclaiming the title. Edo Queens possess a blend of experienced stars and emerging talents capable of troubling any opposition. Their organized defensive structure and swift attacking transitions remain key strengths heading into the championship playoffs. The Benin City-based side won their maiden league title in 2024, their best finish in the tournament, representing the country well on the continental stage. They had a 3rd place finish last year after abysmal performance in 2021, 2022, and 2023. The Super 6 promises intense competition as tradition, ambition, and emerging powerhouses collide in the race for the 2025 and 2026 NWFL Premiership crown. The stage is set for the PORT-HARCOURT 2026 NWFL Premiership Super 6 as 6 of Nigeria's finest women's football clubs battle for the league crown and the CAF Women's Champions League tickets. The defending champions remain one of the strongest forces in Nigerian women's football. Bayelsa Queens stopped Group A with consistency, discipline, and attacking efficiency throughout the regular season. Known for their physical style, tactical organization, and big game mentality, they entered the Super 6 as one of the favorites to retain the title. Their experience in continental football proved decisive. A prominent and consistent team as far as the playoff is concerned, the Prosperity Girls have won the title twice in the last 6 seasons, 2022 and 2023. have earned fourth replacement at the last 4 Super 6 playoffs as they search for their 7th title and quest to become the first team to retain the title since 2021. The host and one of the most decorated clubs in NWFL history, Rivers Angels bring pedigree and championship experience into the Super 6.
Well, the second 45 minutes is about to get on the way as Samiyat Yusuf, or rather Mustafa, and the players for both ABIA Angels and Rivers Angels are out. ABIA leads the game 1-0 through winner David. Samia Mustafa kicks things off with Rahmatullahi Karim kicking off the game for Rivers Angels. What should we expect in the second half, especially from the angle of Rivers Angels, if they want to pull something off from this game?
Well, of course, from what we saw in the first half, Rivers Angels, they were threatening attack, showing that they actually had the attack quality. We were seeing that spirit from them. They won the race to score 3 goals against FC Rebel Queens, but so far they've not been able to find the back of the net. Hopefully that things will be different for Rivers Angels in this.
Well, Grace Aliyu with the ball, sent across into the box, finds Zainab. Zainab sends the ball on to find a Karim. But the defense has been solid for ABIA Angels. Zainab Ozduga still struggling to get the ball. But the defender in Chinaza Enuma will send it out for a throw-in as Paulinus Ifoma steps up to take the throw-in. Finds Zainab Ozduga. Crossed into the middle of the park. Cleared out by Angels from ABIA. It is still in the hands of ABIA Angels. But winner David has been brought down. There was a bit of a scare because she had a head injury in the game against Bayelsa, and there were questions if she could start today. She had her head bandaged.
Yeah. I mean, she was stretched off from the pitch the other time, and of course, like you said, we were wondering if she would be able to be fine to compete in this game. But she actually is fine. Even getting the first goal in the first half for ABIA Angels, that fighting spirit, Dorcas, is back. We're seeing it because Rivers Angels had the opportunity and they had to fight back to ensure that they blocked them from getting a goal.
Zainab Ozduga sends the ball to Oderewu Edward. Edward will bring the ball into the box, but it was cleared out by Ihea Goram. Ihea Goram wins a throw-in for Rivers. Cassandra John from the far side will throw the ball in. Mind you, Rivers still trails by a goal to nil, courtesy of winner David. Throw-in done. Sandra John onto Rahmatullahi Karim. Sandra John has been flagged offside, but that was a good run, trying to find those spaces to exploit.
Exactly, like you stated, Dawson Blankson would have to change some certain things in this game, and we're seeing that the Rivers Angels, they have been in the half of ABIA Angels ever since the start of this second half. Hopefully that they can use that as an advantage to themselves. Like you said, they've been trying to find those holes in which they can occupy and then get something rolling for themselves in this second half. But it's a throw-in awarded to ABIA Angels right now.
Well, there are some deja vu moments for some players here in this game. Because interestingly, we talked about a little history of this fixture. We'll get to the deja vu moment shortly. But Rivers had to ensure that they keep their lines as clean as possible with Sandra John attacking now from the far right side. The ball has been out and a foul has been given in favor of ABIA Angels. We're talking about the little history in this picture. This is the first meeting between ABIA Angels and Rivers Angels in the Super 6. For their last meeting in the regular season, you would have to go back to a Group B encounter that was in the 2021/2022 season. Rivers Angels actually won the home tie 4-0 at the Uniport Sports Complex and played a goalless draw in Umuahia. I remember that game, the 4-0, because I was there to watch that one. But then, talk about the deja vu moments from that game. Some players in the ABIA Angels lineup for that return leg included players who have had massive shake-ups in their careers since that time. In their last meeting on the 23rd of March 2022, these were some of the players that executed that very game. Some of them are still around. About 2 of them are still in this team currently playing against Rivers. We do have Ungu, Uju, Raji, Slamiat. Miraculous, and he also was also played in that game, and she also is here as well.
Yeah.
She also left to Edo Queens and played for the national team as well.
Came back.
Exactly. So she's still here as well. Okenwa Chidera is also here as well. She's playing right now against Rivers. So those are the 2 players that are currently in this team as we speak. Enyandue Victoria is also a player now for Rivers Angels. So she's not playing for ABIA Angels now. She is a player for Rivers Angels. She's not unfortunate. She's on the bench actually for Rivers Angels today. Deborah Kinde now plays for Remo Stars Ladies. Then there was Ime Soma Ibe, Hannah Kanu, Nkechi Agams, and Nwakama Naneme. Those are the players that executed that game, with only 2 featuring for ABIA and still with ABIA. Well, the game is still ongoing. Here comes Rivers Angels now with Grace Salius doing the striking, but it wasn't a precise cross into the area. Rather, that is Ramotolahi Karim. She was trying to find her teammate in Abasi of Young Uwa. Oh, we are 52 minutes in. Talking about second half specialists. The 2 second half goals against the FC Robo Queens means that Rivers Angels have now scored 12 goals in the second halves of games across their last 4 Super 6 campaigns. Well, that is well over 65% of their total goals in that time frame. So can they continue in that stride? Can they continue to score second half goals to get to win here against ABIA Angels?
Well, that's what we saw in the very first game where they played against FC Robo Queens. But it depends on their hunger in this game for the likes of Abasio Fonua, Grace Saliu, Ramotalahi. It depends on their hunger. Let's see if that comes out to play. They will definitely find the back of the net. They need to get the rhythm back in this game.
Rivers, remember, are searching for their back-to-back victory in the Super 6 since 2015-2016. It looks like they might not be getting that done, as the ABIA Angels remain sturdy. They are fighting, they are resilient, they are pressing, they are asking. As for Rivers, they will continue to do what they know how to do best, trying to create chances, which they have been very poor at. They basically in the first half had 7 shots on target. 7 shots on target. And had 3 off target. You can imagine how much work they need to put in to be able to get a goal here.
Exactly, because ABIA Angels had just 2 shots on target and they already converted 1 to a goal. So you stated it rightly well that Rivers Angels will need to dig deep in this game. They would need to work harder to be able to find themselves, a space where they can occupy and then make use of the opportunity to score a goal.
Oderewu trying to find Ramotalahi Karim or Grace Aliu, but it was Ihia Goram who would send that out for a throw-in as Sandra John steps up as usual to take the throw-in. That she does. Finds Abasi Ofyongua. Sandra John's cross was handled by Yusuf Hana, where here Rivers will go. E4 Maika Nokwalo. Zainab Boduga for the ball now. Ika Nokwalo sends the ball into the park. It was going to be cleared out by Oedikachi Ikezie. Ifoma Paulinus. Cleared out again by Ikezie. Infringement spotted, foul for ABIA Angels. Free kick taken quickly. And it is Miriam Abdul Rashid now with the ball. Sends a crash ball into finding her teammate in Hannah Yusuf. But it is Shukrat Bakari who rushes out to get the ball, making sure that she was the first to get to the ball, or else that would have been a big blow.
Exactly.
A big blow for Rivers to have gone down 2-0 if that was it.
Yeah, and a sweet opportunity for ABIA Angels to have scored. Hannah Yusuf and Winner David making that run also. You want to talk about the goalkeepers during the first half of the game. Saves for Uloko Fatima 7, and for Shukurat Bakare it's just 1. And I think she
that 2 now.
Exactly. 2 now.
Here we go. Karim with the ball. Karim gets past the goalkeeper, Fatima Oloko. But the ball has been stretched out wide. She delivers the cross into the air, headed in, but will be timely cleared out by Fatima Oloko. Oh my days. Fatima Oloko ensured that ball doesn't get into the back of the net. But Abasi Ofyong really wanted to put Rivers parry with ABIA Rangers, but that will not be the case. Fatima is yet again the heroine for ABIA Rangers.
And Rivers Angels yet again making the chase but not being able to get a goal at the end of the day. We can see that it took a lot of stretch for Fatima Oloko to do to save that ball, and she's currently still down on the pitch right inside the net. The same thing that we saw happened when they played against Bayelsa Queens. Fatima Oloko has been so phenomenal, amazing in this game. Like we just stated the number of saves that she had in the very first half, 7 saves, which means that Rivers Angels have been threatening. They have been testing her ability, and she has been up to the occasion for ABIA Angels. We just saw another save again this time around. I think the medical personnel are currently attending to her. Hopefully,
she might have just outdone herself in that stretch. But what a timely touch! A tip of the finger was enough.
It was enough.
She has been solid for them. Talk about how her reflexes have saved ABIA Rangers this season, in the regular season, and she has yet again delivered. That would have been an equalizer, but it looks like she's ready to go again. Taking a sip of water. Oh, ABIA has had to thank for that, to ensure that she keeps them in the mind, but that should be a corner kick.
Well, during the regular season, Fatima Oloko had 6 clean sheets. 6 clean sheets for ABIA Angels. So she is definitely showing her capability and ability for ABIA Angels, saving
She did stretch to that ball, right? She did stretch to get the ball,
exactly.
Right? So that should have been a corner kick in favor of Rivers.
Oh, well,
The referee didn't see that.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have VAR here, but we have a good sight from where we're sat to have seen that that should have been a corner kick for Rivers, but it wasn't. But here they go, Rivers. Abasi Ofyongo was header. Didn't connect properly with the ball, and yet again the heroine for ABIA Rangers comes to the safety of
This is entertaining to watch.
ladies from ABIA. She ensures that their lead remains steady, but Rivers are starting to ask questions. They're starting to search.
Fatima Oloko is interesting to watch at this point. A lot of threats has come away, but she's more than able for ABIA Angels. Clears the line each time, gathers the ball each time, but Rivers Angels are still, like you said, asking questions, still trying to move forward in the game.
Well, Rivers need to keep knocking until that door is pushed down. But ABIA Angels are saying, well, not yet. Not yet at all. Winner David sends the ball to Enuma. Enuma was trying to find her teammates, but the referee has spotted an infringement. As she says, Enuma was brought down. So it's going to be a free kick in favor of ABIA Angels, but a change is about to come in for Rivers, as Otobo is coming up for Peace Effiong, I mean to say. Peace Effiong has not started a game after
her injury.
Yeah, but she did start in the last game of the season.
Exactly.
ABIA also made a change. They did bring off Chidera Okenwa to be replaced by Blessing Okon, who was also one of the highest goal scorers just behind Winner David in the regular season. She got herself 4 goals. She did start against Bayelsa as well. But Emeka Kobi thought that it was okay not to start her. But here we go, Rivers through Abasio Fyongua. But will be cleared out by Miracle Iseni, who has quite a lot of work now cut out for her in the second half. Well, that was a miracle, Iseni, but it was a timely interception from her. Miracle now has Abasio Fyongo, who had to deal with. A crossing from Uwa, headed out by ABIA Angels, cleared out by Miriam Abdul-Rashid. Oderewu would have to chase it down to win the ball back and restart to attack again for the Jewel of Rivers, as they are called. But here we go again. Rivers. Abasio Fyongua. But she would relinquish the ball to ABIA Angels as Zainab will try to win it. Foul now for ABIA as Semiak Mustafa adjudged Zainab Oduga to have brought down the ABIA defender in that area, just outside their box. Free kick about to be taken. Winner David pushed out. It is currently 62 minutes. And Rivers are eager, and their eagerness is ensuring that they are committing as much fouls as possible in the second 45. Miracle Useni. Miriam Abdul-Rashid. Useni. Miriam Abdul-Rashid. A throw-in now for, or rather a free kick, because the referee says Abasio Fyongua pushed down Miriam Abdul-Rashid. Free kick about to be taken now. Well taken by Captain Enuma. Winner David gets the ball, but her right-footed strike was stopped abruptly by Shukur Al-Bakari, goalkeeper for Rivers. Ramotulahi Karim gets the ball to Zainab to Paulinus. But the referee has stopped the game abruptly as well on our own, as a player for ABIA is currently down on the top. Needed a little bit of attention from the center referee, at least to get her team a breather, because it looks like Rivers were on the onslaught.
Yeah, they were. 3 saves now for Bakare. She has been tested real well. And look at that strike from Rina David. Precise, just not correct. Bakare saw the direction at which that was coming in from. So she, of course, gathered it safely. Now, ABIA Angels, this team, they might not have the strongest of profiles, compared to the regulars. But they're very capable of turning heads.
Well, that looks like handball from the 27 shirt, Hannah Yusuf, and the referee spotted that properly. Sorry, I'll come to you shortly. But she was through to go, but then handled the ball, and the referee spotted that. That also ensured that some of the fans screamed, and the referee must have listened, and she saw that obviously, and I did see that.
Oh, well, talking about their profile in this team, ABIA Angels, like I said, they're capable of turning heads, but Rivers Angels might be up to something right now.
Well, Ramotolahi Karim has the ball, delivers it to the middle of the pack. Oderewu strikes straight into the arms of Fatima. Wouldn't trouble her at all. She was very comfortable collecting that.
Have you ever troubled her?
Oh yeah, a couple of minutes ago.
True, but she was up for the task.
Yeah, she was up for the task.
Exactly.
She has been up for the task since the season. And she's doing it again, day in, day out for ABIA. She did so against the Bayelsa. Doing it again against Rivers. Top teams she's done it against. You cannot question her determination. You cannot question her quality. And the quality shines across. Everybody can see that. And that's why she was invited at a time to Super Eagles to a Falcons camp.
Yeah. And at some point, some people would question her, quality. Some people wanted to question how good she was. But I bet that's because they have not seen her, really perform for ABIA Angels in the regular season. And I do hope that those set of people are watching her now, because look at all of this quality that she's, dishing out. I think, of course, anytime that she's called up, she's deserving of that call-up. I tell you for sure. There's a player down on the turf, a player of ABIA Angels, with the medical personnel rushing to check on her to see what could possibly be the problem or the discomfort.
Well, Rivers have less time now to deal with ABIA Angels. The player is still down or being treated by her club's medic. Oh, and talking about collapsing on the turf. Just yesterday, Christian Eriksen for Denmark also collapsed again, the second time. But we do hear, at least the statement from Denmark says he is fine and good. He walked off the pitch himself, so that is good news. We don't want to lose any players, really.
Exactly. It was the fear the first time, and then the second time. Hopefully he gets recovery speedily.
Oh, but that was a scare. That was a scare. Like it happened the first time at the Euros.
Yeah.
Against the Iceland or Finland, I think. Well, this was a friendly against Ukraine when that happened. But here we go. ABIA Angels are on the attack now. But Rivers will take care of that. Threat no averted. Foul one now by ABIA Angels. Well, they are managing the game properly.
Oh, they are.
They are managing the game.
It, properly. And of course, this is what we've said. Capable of turning heads. They don't care who you are. They don't care your pedigree, but they are not afraid at the same time. And that is why they are all out. I mean, if it was a team that was afraid, you would have seen them back in the defense, trying to do the magic there. But this one, they are so solid at the defense and still coming up front.
Well, ABIA Angels are on the attack now. Abdul Rashid was brought down in the box, but the referee will let play continue. But then she thought that yes, it was clash of heads, and so she had to call that. Free kick now for Rivers Angels. Abasi Ofionguwa Trying to find Amotolahi Karim. She gets past Amaka. Karim still going on and on. But she's been dispossessed. And I wonder why the referee blew that. It was probably taken care of by the defender. But the referee says, well, it's a free kick for ABIA Angels. But we can now start seeing the runs being made by the attackers of Rivers. They want something out of this game.
They want something. They are hungry for it. And like you've already stated before, in the second half, that is when you see the firepower much more in terms of trying to get goals. Abasia Fonua was involved in this in the very last match. We see a player down, Yusuf Hannah for ABIA Angels. And the referee would need to call on the medic, and she is signaling for a stretcher to be brought in for Yusuf Hannah. Hopefully she's okay. We don't know what is wrong, but we'll definitely keep tabs on that one.
Well, it looks like she is getting up already. Yusuf Hannah, or make that Hannah Yusuf. She's really been good for them.
Oh, she has.
She's been good defensively. She's been good on the attack as well for them. And so they would miss her now that she's been stretched off.
Exactly. She has not been able to find the back of the net yet. She had a goal for them during the regular season. She wants to also add to that tally, and that's why you see her trying as much as possible, putting effort into the game. Well, hopefully she's okay to begin to restart this game, or she may be substituted.
Well, we'll wait. But there are movements on the bench of ABIA Angels. Looks like she might just be taken off, but we will come to that when we see the changes to be effected shortly. Talking about game management, what does Rivers need to do to force ABIA Angels to make mistakes, or force them to get an equalizer here?
Well, I think during the first half, they tried the offside trap, which obviously didn't work so well in their favor, talking about in the favor of Rivers Angels. With this second half, they have to come all out. That's what they need to do. They have to come all out. Abasia Fonua, Grace Aliyu, Ramotalahi, Karim, who were able to prove themselves strong and showing their attacking ability in their very first game, needs to find the back of the net. And we see that Abasia Fonua has gotten few of those runs. Grace Aliyu also got few of those runs during the first half. But they just need to do more, because the defensive line is also very strong, but they need to break that line and get on it.
Well, Hannah Yusuf is out, and coming in her stead is, of course, Chimezie Ekezie. Comes in to replace Hannah Yusuf, who was down on the top earlier, struggling with something, and looks like she cannot continue, and so Chimezie Ekezie comes in to replace her. Another Ekezie as well. So we have to be very distinctive in our descriptions now.
Exactly.
But the two Ekezies are still involved in the match. ABIA, Miriam Abdul-Rashid, Miracle Liseni. Oh, Abdul-Rashid. You could hear the screams.
I think she was down before during the first half, the same thing. Well, she's okay.
She is okay. But of course, she wins her team a free kick. Well, ABIA will be proud of what they've done so far. And if they get this massive victory here today,
it will be a lot, because, we've always asked the question, will ABIA Angels be the surprise package of this tournament? And they're showing it so far.
We love dark horses, and they were known to be dark horses. Well, here we go. Blessing Okon did have the ball, but it was properly cleared out by the defense. It was Grace Aliyu who had to trickle back to save the day for Rivers.
Well, if they're not active enough, talking about Rivers Angels, ABIA Angels would just, sneak in and get their second goal.
I haven't seen plenty from Peace since she came on.
Oh yes, she has been hidden in this game. Hopefully she can be able to find that rhythm.
Zainab Oduga. Another waste. Straight into the arms of Fatima Olugo. But I get the idea. a little curve on the ball would have maybe found Karim
up front here.
But then the curve on the ball was what?
Peace Effiong was also there.
Yeah, she was opting to go for Karim, and that was why she took that shot. But here we go again. Abasi Effiong go up from the right hand of flank, has two to get off her back, shake them off. But she cannot do that as Ihe Agoram favor. But send that out for a throw-in. Cleared out again by Ihe Agoram. Abasi Effiong strikes the ball, and it's a corner kick. That will be Rivers' the third corner kick in the game and their first of the second half. Who is going to be taking that right now? Well, it is Sandra John stepping up to take the ball from the corner flag. Will should deliver deep into the box that has lots of her teammates there. Yes, she does, but it wasn't strong enough. Wasn't deep enough. It is. Oh, there, Will Edwards. Edward sends the ball to Sandra John. Sandra John will deliver the ball to an ABIA Angels player. But a throw-in now for Rivers. Time is no longer on their side at this point. Time is no longer Rivers Angels' friend. 75 minutes, 15 more to go, plus extra time.
It just looks like whenever Rivers Angels is on the attack, almost all the players for ABIA Angels are on the defense. They flood in that box, and it is very difficult to break through.
They have a game plan. You can see
it.
You can see it. Whenever they're off the ball, you see how they are formed. Whenever they are defending, whenever Rivers have the ball, you see them sending bodies back to try to defend because they know the attacking threat that Rivers possess, actually.
Oh, absolutely. Very dangerous when it comes to attack. And we've not seen Justin Blankson for some time now on the touchline. He's relaxing, resting, saving that energy, that dramatic energy, but he's back on trying to, give instructions there.
Enuma, but will be cleared up by Joy Michael. Bombastic pressures has been solid for the team. A free kick now in favor of Rivers in their own half. Ikenna Kwalo about to take the free kick. Well, the free kick finds Grace Aliu unmarked, but she has Miracle Leseni. But I wonder what that cross was. I cannot describe that.
Maybe she was threatened by the presence of Miracle Leseni. I don't know about that. But yeah, not too balanced well enough to take that shot. She was trying something out, but it just went sideways. Another waste, like you would put it.
And another waste.
Yeah, exactly. And they cannot afford much more wastes in this game. Otherwise, it is definitely going to end in favor of ABIA Angels.
ABIA Angels still lead by 1-0, courtesy of a 26-minute goal from their highest goal scorer in David Wiener. But Miriam Abdul Rashid has been spotted offside as she was making a marauding run. Unmarked, by the way. Ikenna Kwalo takes the free kick. Here we go. Cleared out by Fatima. Rivasi has the ball. Cleared out again by Ihe Agoram, headed in. And then a collision between Sandra John and Ihe Agoram, as well as Fatima, who is still struggling with a niggle. So two ABIA Angels players are currently down. Maybe time wasted, you never know. But as for Ihe Agoram, I did see that coming together, that clatter between herself and Sandra John.
Yeah, and it's the head.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's fine. Like you said, two players down on the top. ABIA Angels, one of them the goalkeeper, Fatima in the goal, who is already been helped by one of her teammates while the medics rush down there to check what could possibly be the issue with her. Tosan Blankson is signaling his players to come close to the touchline. He wants to give them instructions. Grace Ali is there also. Peace F. Young also there with him.
I wonder the amount of washing Grace Ali's jersey would look like as that. I mean,
Especially
it's no
the
longer
shorts.
white. That is no longer white.
I mean, the pitch is very moist, so of course it has to show that she has been working, and she really has been working. She's walked off now, talking about Grace Aliu, Basiopon Uwa, Peace F. Young, Karim, Ramotalai all came close to the touchline to listen to instructions from Tosan Blankson. And let's hope that this particular instruction that has been dished out, we would see it come to play on the pitch. We would have an idea of it.
Fatima Oluko is up. Still limping. Struggling with something. But she's gearing up to go again.
Oh, she's a strong woman.
She has to be. She's been the heroine
Exactly.
for ABIA Angels in this match. And even beyond that, the season generally. She's been their go-to goalkeeper. There is still Chikamso Inyama, who can be called upon, but I mean, when you have your first choice, you want to ensure that she can continue the match. Inyama is not bad at all, but then
Yeah, she's not. Also in the clean sheets list.
Paulinus. Back to Edward. Edward to Michael. Michael's cross couldn't find a teammate. And before finally for Blessing Okon. Okon gives it to our captain Enuma. Foul. Free kick for ABIA Angels. As Oduga brought down Enuma. With Kugberu Lucky about to take the free kick. Well, we can see movements now. Whereas Ajibade, Taiwo Ajibade and Chisom Nwachukwu about to come in for Rivers.
So Taiwo Ajibade would be a very good option here. With 3 goals in the regular season, she might be able to change the rhythm of the game, but there is a run here.
But here we go. Winner David was trying to get past Shukran Bakari. But then Bakari dealt with that properly. So Rivers will cast that again. Zainab Oduga. Odeyewu Edward. Trying to find Peace F. Young, but the ball only would go to Huberu Lucky. Rivers come again. Huberu Lucky. Grace Ali sends the cross deep into the box. Finds, of course, Karim. Abasiof Young and Karim couldn't deal with that properly. And so he goes out for a goal kick for ABIA Angels. But yes, it is going to be Zainab Oduga who comes in for Taiwo. She comes in for Chisom, while Grace Aliu comes in for Taiwo Ajibade. Grace Aliu has been very effective for Rivers, but today all of our efforts couldn't bail our team out as they are currently trailing 1-0 to ABIA Angels. Zainab is out for Chisom Nwachukwu. They call her the Big 17. What exactly is Tosan Blankson looking to do here with the introduction of Chisom and Taiwo Ajibade? Well, here we go. Taiwo Ajibade gets the ball through to attack, but will be dealt with as a Peace F. Young switches sides from left to right now. Rivers are eager. Only 84 minutes, but here Rivers come. But the ball is going to be goal kick for ABIA. Or you can go watch this game live on the NWFL YouTube channel. All of the matches will be live on that YouTube channel. You'll get to watch your favorite women's football team strut their stuff. Who is going to be crowned champions of the 2024-2025 season? But here we go, Abasi Ofyongua. Oh my days, across. Couldn't find Peace Efyong. But Rivers will go again. Sandra John. Edward. To Chisom Wachuku. Paulinus. Finds Karim. Ramotolahi Karim. Has the miracle is sending to deal with. Cross the ball into the box. Wasn't cleared out by the defense. Now, threat is not averted yet. Paulinus struck the ball in. Rivers skill could not deal with that. Sandra John strikes. Yet again, it is not the best efforts, but might have just one Rivers a corner kick. As we currently have two Rivers Angels players on the top, struggling. One is Sandra John, and the other is Ramotolahi Karim, after coming together with Miracle Luseni. But you can now see something now in Rivers this game. There's a bit of urgency.
Yeah. Looking at the time, it is already
84 minutes.
Exactly. 86 right now even. And I did talk about the fact that Dosan Blankson had to call the players close to the touchline to tell them what to do, because of course he sees the overview of this game. And so far so good. They've been able to show that quality. But then again, ABIA Angels, ever ready, ever active, ever set, especially when it comes to that defense, to defend their lines. They've been able to play out the balls, all of it coming in from Rivers Angels. But Rivers Angels will still have to push, because you know that it is not over until you hear the final whistle.
Well, we will wait to get to see how all of that will go. Well, we know Rivers have quality, but the quality today hasn't shone through. It hasn't exactly shone through. But of course, they have about 2 minutes or 3 plus added time to get to grab something for themselves here, or winner David might just have given ABIA Angels the winner in the first half. But free kick here for Rivers as Paulinus takes the ball deep into the box. Ramotolahi Karim with the ball. Edward finds Peace Efyong, and Peace strike was of course collected by Fatima Aloko. But Peace was flagged offside, as we now have Fatima Aloko and one of her teammates down in the box. I wonder what the medics are waiting for.
Well, because it looks quite serious with Fatima Oloko there, because you could see that she had saved the ball. Ordinarily, with her chest, ordinarily she would have still gone to, gather the ball, but she was not able to do that. She just left it freely and then had to, fall back on the pitch. Well, the medics for the club arrived there to check on her if she's okay, and the other player. Of course, it is a dark as it is 88 minutes already in this encounter. And we cannot say that this time around is time wastage due to the falling on the pitch, but you could see that these are serious issues. Well, Rivers Angels, at this point, they are on their toes. They want things to be settled in that box quickly, so that they can go ahead and search of an equalizer, because right now, barring any additional time, Rivers Angels just need an equalizer.
Equalizer, but time is not on their side. Time is not on their side. Well, Edo will be happy to not be the only team to have lost. That is, if it ends this way, 1-0 in favor of ABIA Angels. But the Giants are falling 1 by 1.
You had to put that out there.
I have to put it out there.
Oh, well, because of course we also had a draw. Edo Queens had a loss. FC Robo Queens, of course, also had a loss. And it is just looking like that for Rivers Angels. But we have to hear the final blast of the whistle before we can say that for sure.
Blessing Ocone. Dispossessed. Pauline Sifoma has it. To Peace Effiong. Peace gets past one. Has one more to deal with. Gets past the other. Looking for Karim. Karim couldn't deal. But of course, ABIA Rangers have the ball now.
Chimezie.
Cleared out by Joy Michael. Chisom has the ball, trying to find Peace Effiong. Can Peace get the ball? Yes, she does. Peace strikes the ball in straight into the arms of Fatima Oloko, the waiting arms.
Well, Peace Effiong coming into this game, Dorcas, I think we are now seeing her. Previously we were saying that, where's Peace Effiong? She has not gotten back into this game.
Yeah.
And then right now from the left flank, she has been trying to work that out for Rivers Angels.
She needs more time.
Exactly.
Being out for a year, that's
a lot.
It's a lot of time. It's a lot of time to be out, and she has not had more play time.
Exactly. You don't want pressure on her either, because she's still in that process of recovery.
She had to go through a surgery. 6 minutes of other time here in Port-HARCOUrt. Rivers have 6 more minutes to try, as well as ABIA Rangers, who can also double their lead.
Exactly, 100%.
Well, Shukurat Bakare has been called to action now by Ifoma Ikanokwalo. Joy Michael delivers a deep cross in. Amasi Ofiongu ahead. Karim, that's not offside, was it? But the referee has offside or free kick? Or a foul this time. Well, free kick in favor of ABIA Angels. Oh my days, I wonder how full time is going to look like for ABIA Rangers if it ends this way.
I mean, look at the reception that they gave their players during the first half.
Yeah.
They lined up.
Well, here we go. Blessing Ocone. But Shukura Bakare calls. Rushes out. Gets the ball off the feet of Blessing Ocone. Rivers are starting to look more dangerous on the attack. But Edward could not connect the ball to Peace Effiong. You can imagine. You were saying something about the celebration that they got after that one draw against Bayelsa.
Well, of course, that one, I mean, it was a satisfactory performance because of the fact that they were dealing with the defending champions. And now, during the first half of this particular game against Rivers Angels, when they scored that goal and they were going into the tunnel after the first half whistle was blown, you could see all of the players on the bench and the crew line up on the touchline and clapping for their players. It was more like a warm reception, receiving them for a job well done in the first half. So I could imagine what will go on at the end of the day, at the end of this game, if Rivers Angels, if ABIA Angels rather wins this game. It is going to be marvelous. It is going to be really interesting for them.
Well, I can't wait to see the scenes here at full time. Because Rivers have a free kick yet again in a very good place, in a very good position. Ifoma Paulinus yet again to take. Ifoma delivers the cross in, headed in, but then wasn't directed towards goal. Peace Effiong has the ball now, but she has Miracle is need to get past, sends the ball to Sandra John. Ifoma cannot follow dispossessed, but Joy Michael wins it back, finds Chisom Wachuku. Chisom's cross to Taiwo Ajibade. Paulinus now again. Finds Abasio Fiongua, but the header wasn't precise. Sandra John gets it. Dispossessed in the box by the ABIA Warriors defense. Oh my days. That is the sort of defense we're talking about.
To be honest, I was watching fans' reaction from this part of our commentary box and I can't just stop laughing, most especially fans' reaction from Rivers Angels. You know, that shout that goes, oh, you could have gotten it. But then again, you have Shukura Bakare coming out, you know, trying to pass. Well, of course, we've seen beautiful football altogether, Dockers. ABIA Angels still dealing defensively with Rivers Angels in this one. Basiofa Uwa, Grace Saliu, look at their white short and shirt, and you will not be able to recognize the color anymore. But they're doing the work. Miss Effiong is trying on her own on this left foot, but she's not passing right.
Yeah, she's starting to look brilliant. But then the defense is not letting her show that quality just yet because they know she's got it. Well, another change. 26, winner David, goal scorer. Replaced by Blessing Sella. Blessing Sella comes in for Rina David, the goal scorer for ABIA Angels. She might have just won them that game, but also joining the game as well is Gift Chuku. She is replacing of course, replacing Abdul Rashid Maria. But yes, throw-in taken by Rivers. Still nothing concrete. Taiwo Achibode throws the ball into the box. Cleared out by Blessing Oko. Chiso Wachuku finds Sandra John, but the ball is out for a throw-in.
Well, of course, Blessing Saleh coming into this game scored 1 goal during the regular season for ABIA Angels, coming in with high hopes to see if she can be able to add to or contribute to this game for ABIA Angels. We'll see how that pans out to be at the end of the day, but for now, it is 96 minutes in this encounter already. 96 minutes in this encounter already, and you still have Rivers Angels searching for an equalizer. I don't know if that will be possible right now, but let's see what they can do with the few seconds they have left, barring the referee's whistle right now. Advantage to Rivers Angels already.
Well, ABIA Angels just need to manage the game more effectively as not to allow Rivers back into the game. As we await for Samiat Mustafa to blow the final whistle here at the Dokia Mirza Maka Stadium. Throwing for... Well, that is it. Listen to the noise. Listen to the celebrations. History has been made in Port-HARCOUrt. ABIA Angels have announced themselves to the entire country. In their first ever Super 6 appearance, they have defeated one of the giants of Nigerian women's football. What a result! What a performance! What a statement! The dream continues for ABIA Angels. The belief now grows even stronger, and suddenly everyone in this competition will be paying attention to ABIA Angels. But this is a day their supporters will never forget. Winner David ensuring that she gets the winner for them, as she is our winner. Well, currently here at the Dokia Mirza Maka Stadium, ABIA Angels 1, Rivers Angels 0. What a game that was. But yes, next up, we got to see all the matches come in as well. But talk to me about this game.
Well, if I was not a commentator, I would have been biased. But let's get down to it. You could see the celebrations for ABIA Angels. The question previously coming into this game was the fact that when ABIA Angels spring up a surprise, will there be a surprise package in this match, or will Rivers Angels make the home front count? Will they make their home advantage count? And aside from that, will they want to go back to back, getting wins in the Super 6 for the first time since 2015, like you've already stated? But then again, you have those hallelujah sounds coming from ABIA Angels. A good win, good play, interesting games. I don't know what other words to put it in, but ABIA Angels is definitely dancing.
Well, it ends here. ABIA Angels 1, Rivers Angels 0.
It's a wrap. All right, it's a wrap here on the first match. Yes, the game between Rivers Angels and ABIA Angels. And Rivers Angels fell 1 goal short. Yes, it's 1 goal nil to ABIA Angels. Who would have thought that ABIA Angels would, nick this one? As it stands, ABIA Angels are topping the group with 4 points. As it stands, let's see if we can get some reactions from the two coaches at the end of this match. And of course, don't forget, we still have 2 more matches to go. There's still Nasarawa Amazons taking on Bayelsa Queens, and of course, Robo Queens will take on Edo Queens later on by 3 p.m. today. But let's get reactions from the coaches. Hello, Coach. Congratulations. I mean, the first game you drew against the champions, Bayelsa Queens, and now you've gotten victory against the host team, Rivers Angels, here. Can you walk us through, this game?
Thank you very much. I really appreciate. Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate. Well, first of all, thank God Almighty for bringing all of us together. Today, we are very excited that yesterday we were able to draw the defending champions, and today we have won the game. I would say this is the legacy of our head coach. You know that our head coach is not with us, but this is what the legacy that he has built, that we are capitalizing on to get these wins that we are getting today. So we are very excited.
So what did you say to your girls? I know the goal came in the first half, and then the second half you had to sit deep and do a whole lot of defending. What was that thing you said to them at halftime? To give them the courage to hold on to that lone goal till the end of this game.
Okay, in the first half we note some lapses where they were lacking. So returning back to the dressing room, we have to psych them up, make a few corrections in the areas that were lacking. And as you can see, we make some changes that led us to the win.
All right, thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, you've just heard from Coach Judith Benson, who is the assistant coach of ABIA Angels. And like I said earlier on, we still have 2 more matches to go today. ABIA Angels have already played their game. They defeated Rivers Angels 1-0. And of course, the next game coming up shortly will be the game between Nasarawa Amazons and the reigning champion of Bayelsa Queens. And of course, the third game of today will be the game between Edo Queens taking on FC Robo Queens. Don't go nowhere. Keep it locked. I will be right back.
It's not.